Braves country.
Good morning and welcome to Braves Country today. We'll get this rolling really quick and get yourself going for the day. As the Atlanta Braves, they dropped the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, 3-2 to the Padres. Inexplicably, once again, the mismanagement of the bullpen led to the loss. Mueller was pitching a pretty good game, and Snicker decided to take him out. And when he put him in, when he pulled him out, he goes to Shane Green, of all people. Shane Green, who has been absolutely atrocious, and Shane Green essentially lost the game. Green gave up 2 earned runs in 1 inning. His ERA is now 10.38 on the year, and you're putting him in a 1-run ball game in a crucial part of the year. This isn't June. This isn't May. This isn't April. We are in late July, and Shane Green's terrible 10.38 ERA is in the game in a high leverage situation. What the hell kind of sense does that make? Shane Green at this point should only be in the ball game if the game is out of hand one way or the other. If the Braves are up 7 or down 7, because Shane Green has not proven that he can be relied on. So he lost the game. Mueller's going to get the loss, but he went 4 innings, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. He did walk 3. But this is why baseball's rules on whether or not you should give someone a win or a loss are absolutely asinine. Shane Green lost the game. Ed Santana, by the way, came in. His first inning, he was a little shaky. Second inning, pitched much better, and he ended up finishing up the ball game. And they lose 3-2. But for some reason, Atlanta can't score in these doubleheaders. I don't know what the hell it is. It's got to be pregame prep. It's got to be. And if you're not blaming Snicker, who the hell are you blaming? But something's got to give with when they do these doubleheaders. They don't play good baseball. They threw a stat out there yesterday right before the game started. The Padres were the second highest team in averaging pitches against opponent, meaning their pitchers throw. There's only one other team that throws more pitches than the starting pitcher against its opponent, is what I'm trying to get out. Sorry. That was a long way to get there, but that was the stat. And I look up in the middle of the 4th inning, and we're like 40 pitches. I mean, it's ridiculous. They do not work the count. Thank God for Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson has came over, and he's trying to teach even an MVP like Freddie Freeman. He's trying to teach him how to play baseball. He's trying to teach all these guys how to play baseball, because you don't go in there headhunting the first pitch. It's not batting practice. And this is why Atlanta struggles like they do, because Freddie Freeman is a different kind of hitter. And you almost have to give him a pass, because he is what he is, and you're never going to fix him. So you're going to have to take the good with the bad. He's always ambushed pitchers. The pitchers who are smart enough to realize he's going to ambush me, they own Freddie Freeman, because all they have to do is pitch right off the plate at the early part of the count. You never have to work a long count with Freeman. But the pitchers who are new to him or whatever, they're the ones that fall for this. And so you got to let Freeman be Freeman. But the rest of the team, they look up to him. And because they look up to him, they mimic and mock the stuff that he does, which is headhunting the ball. This is why Ozzie Albies is a terrible batter. He might come up with some big home runs, et cetera, but he's 258. He's hitting 258, and he can run like the wind. What does that tell me? That tells me he does not put the ball in play enough. And when he does, they're usually lazy pop-ups. Now, we know he's got power, but from the left-hand side of the plate, he is terrible. I'll still say it again. He should not be hitting as high as 4th in the batting order when there's a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Until he goes full right-handed, it shouldn't happen. He is a guy that needs to be either at the very top of the lineup and you stay on his ass about working the count, or if you're just going to let him be a free swinger and flop and flail at the ball, then put him at the bottom and get what you get out of him. But all in all, it wasn't a terrible day because the second game was essentially rained out. They are going to, it was suspended. It will get finished in August. Well, they hope. They don't really know when the hell it's going to get finished up, but they hope that somewhere down the road it gets finished up, and we'll be looking at a game that when you go into that game, it'll be in the 5th inning and the Braves are down 5-4 because Bryce Wilson was terrible. I mean, he was absolutely terrible. There's no way around it. And thankfully the offense came roaring back, but when we get back to that particular game, it'll be a 1-run game. You'll have 3 innings to tie it up. And it could be a game that never gets made up. And then if for some reason it's important, they'll have to make it up at the end of the year. We'll see how it works because you got to look at San Diego's leaving Atlanta now. I don't know when they are scheduled to come back to the East Coast, but trying to work that in is going to be difficult. That's why the dumbasses they started at 12:20 and 5:20. What a huge gap in between the two games. If they would have started the game the 30, 40 minutes after the first game, like traditionally you do, the game would have been done. It would have been over with. Well, these dumbasses in the Braves office, we've had nothing but rain all week long. Let's go ahead and extend. Let's play as long as we can. Idiots. So there you have that. That was a greedy choice by the Atlanta Braves. They were trying to get double tickets, and because they're trying to stretch it out so you wouldn't be willing to sit in the stands as long. And so that's what you got there. Greedy choice by the Atlanta Braves front office. So there you have that. Okay, today we'll get past the bad news. The good news is the Phillies series starts today, and it'll be Morton versus Moore. We'll get into more of this tomorrow, as I'm going to try to keep this short today. But Morton versus Moore. Matt Moore's got a 5.25 ERA. Charlie Morton has pitched phenomenally recently, 8-3 with a 3.69. If the Braves fall off the cliff, he'll be one of the first guys moved at the deadline. But we're hoping that's not going to be the case. He'll pitch today, and then that'll set him up to pitch most likely Tuesday against the Mets. So we'll get him in each series, which was a big benefit. So there you have that. We are now officially the Braves. This game alone is going to be very, very big, because when you look at the totality of it, we're a game behind Philly. And if we can win, we would bring ourselves tied with Philly, and we would be at that point 4 games behind the Mets going into the weekend. We lose, we'll be 5 games behind the Mets. The Mets are going to take on the Toronto Blue Jays starting tomorrow. So that's going to be a big series, because the Blue Jays, we know the bats can thump. So hopefully the Blue Jays can do to the Mets what the Blue Jays did to the Braves. Remember, we didn't win a single game against the Blue Jays. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for watching Braves Country today, and we will be back tomorrow to set up the weekend. We'll see you. Go Braves, beat the damn Phillies.
You're in Braves country.